So, welcome back to my channel. This is Gerard Bella for Spanish. So, this is another recorded lesson. So, I think it's lesson number 89. And so, we had two recorded lessons for revisions. So, we have revised from Unit 1 to Unit 9. So, we will continue with the revision. And just as a reminder, so unfortunately, I didn't study Spanish for about 4 months, and that's why I have to review certain things, revise certain things, and see, uh, how much I remember from what I've learned. So, without further delay, let's get busy. Unit 10, talk about office work, describe emotions. So here is the guidebook. We'll spend about 30 minutes in total for the whole revision. So let's go, guys. Talk about office work. Ana trabaja con los secretarios.
Ana trabaja con los secretarios.
So let me raise the volume. So Ana trabaja con los secretarios. Ana works with the secretaries. Trabajar is to work, and so I think this is a simple sentence. Él trabaja mucho los lunes. Él trabaja mucho los lunes. Yes, he works a lot on Mondays. Los lunes. So when you want to say on a day, so you have to use the article. So el lunes, it's on Monday, but it means the next Monday. Yeah. Él escribe, ella escribe un mensaje para el jefe.
Ella escribe un mensaje para el jefe.
So ella escribe un mensaje para el jefe. She is writing a message for the boss. El jefe lee los mensajes ahora. So, escribir, it's the infinitive to write. Mensaje, message, and jefe is the boss. So, el jefe lee
El jefe lee los mensajes ahora.
los mensajes ahora. Ahora it's now, so el jefe lee, so is reading or reads, yeah. Los mensajes, the messages now. So leer is the infinitive to read. Este mensaje es para la jefa. So this time the boss is a female. So este mensaje, this message, este mensaje es para la jefa. All right, nothing new, nothing too difficult. So to be frank, and los and las. So these are of course definite articles. So when referring to more than one person or thing, el becomes los. Yeah. So this is the article, the definite article, masculine plural, los. El bolígrafo, los bolígrafos. And la cartera becomes las carteras. So la becomes las. So la cartera, las carteras. A letter is a carta, la carta, the letter. So mensaje is message. Here we have a tip. So what's the deal with su? Su can mean a few different things. Context will help you understand which meaning is intended. So su dinero is her. I think it can be also his, yes, but it can also be their. For example, su negocio. Su negocio is their business. And su café can also be your, yeah, señor. So your coffee, sir. Su café, señor. And key phrases describe emotions. Hola, papá, ¿cómo estás? Hi, dad, how are you? Hola papá, ¿cómo estás? Estoy cansado y quiero dormir. So I'm tired and I want to sleep. Estoy muy preocupado hoy. So I'm very worried today. Yo también. So me too. ¿Cómo te sientes hoy? How do you feel today? Yo no me siento muy bien hoy. So I don't feel very well today. Yo no me siento. Sentir, I think it's the infinitive to feel, so sentir. And so, what was this about? It's about emotions. So, how are you feeling? So, cansado, preocupado, y, y no me siento, siento bien. So, you can express your emotions with these words, with the help of these words. So the tip here is me siento enfermo. Enfermo means sick. Yeah. Some Spanish verbs like me llamo and te llamo, te sientes, sorry, always need an extra little word before them. So I think it's these are prenominal, preno, uh, miniol. I think it's prenominal verbs. Me llamo Julia. My name is Julia. ¿Cómo te sientes?
¿Cómo te sientes?
How do you feel? Señor, ¿cómo se llama usted? Okay, so not so difficult, and we're going to close this. So we have now revised Unit 10, and we're going to move forward. Let's see. Unfortunately, my how to say, my adapter cable or my data cable or my charging cable is not working properly, so that's why it's bugging me. Unit 11, say where people are from, describe clothing. Let's see what it's all about. So say where people are from. Nosotros no somos de México y nosotras no hablamos portugués.
Nosotras no hablamos portugués.
Portugués, not case, but guess. Oh, this charging cable is driving me nuts. Los hombres son de Francia. Los hombres son de Francia. Well, actually, this is a question, so I should use another intonation. Los hombres son de Francia. Are the men from France? Las mujeres son de los Estados Unidos, so from the United States. And nosotros somos de la ciudad. Ciudad, it's the city. Ellos son los hombres de Nueva York. Or they, well, actually, this is another question, sorry. Ellos son los hombres de Nueva York? Are they the men from New York? And now let's have a look at the tip. Nosotras hablamos español. Nosotras hablamos español. So it's we speak Spanish, but it's we feminine, like females, completely female. Remember that verbs change depending on the person, and they also change when there is more than one person. So you have to put it according to the conjugate according to the gender and the number. So both the number and the gender. So here on the left you have the subject, and on the right you have the verb. The verb, for instance, is hablar. Hablar is to speak or to talk. Yo hablo, tú hablas, él, ella, usted habla, nosotros, nosotras hablamos, ellos, ellas, ustedes hablan. So that's how it looks. So I think this is the first group. So hablar belongs to the first group of verbs in Spanish. So you can say that the ending in yellow o, asa, amos, and an. So that's how you have to conjugate. All right. So but some verbs are irregular, and to be or not to be. For example, the verb ser is very special. It has its own forms and it doesn't follow the regular patterns. So, yo soy, tú eres, él, ella, usted es, nosotros, nosotras somos, ellos, ellas, ustedes son. We have key phrases, so describe clothing. Yo estoy contento con mis zapatos nuevos. Estoy contento. So I am happy with my new shoes, zapatos or shoes, nuevos, new. Tú tienes un vestido rojo. Do you have, well, it's a question. ¿Tú tienes un vestido rojo? Do you have a red dress? ¿Quién usa pantalones verdes? ¿Quién usa pantalones verdes? ¿Quién usa pantalones verdes? Sorry, you really have to get into the Spanish mood to say things properly. So, ¿quién? It's who. Usar, it's to wear. Pantalones, pants or trousers. And verdes is the color, so green, verde. Sonia, ¿tú tienes unas carteras bonitas? Carteras purse. So, carteras purses, sorry. Unas is some and bonitas pretty. Qué bonita, una mujer bonita, pretty woman. So, dúo necesita muchas camisetas verdes. Camisetas or t-shirts. Camisa is a shirt, but camiseta is a t-shirt. So, there you go. Now you know. The tip, zapatos verdes. Add s to both the adjective and the noun if a verb is plural. So in English we don't do this. So adjectives they are not they stay the same. So you don't have to put them in plural. El zapato verde, los zapatos verdes. That's how it works. And now we have the possessive adjectives. Me versus miss. In English, we say my shirt and my shirts, but in Spanish, if there is more than one shirt, you would add s also to words like my, your, and her. So, therefore, possessive adjectives. So, you know that. So, mi, tu, su camisa, mis, tus, sus camisas. Sorry. Sometimes I'm feeling cold now. I have to say that the temperature really dropped down today, and I think tonight outside it's 6 degrees or or even less with the wind and so on. So for an autumn, it's quite low, yeah. So, but we have to continue to learn, and this to increase our knowledge and get more fluent in Spanish. Unit 12. So, 12. Form the present tense, ask for directions. Let's see what it's all about. So, explore grammar tips and key phrases for this unit. The first tip is let's talk about present tense. Notice that the three different patterns for verbs like hablar, comer, or vivir. So, like I said, hablar belongs to the first verb groups, and the first verb group, yeah, hablar, the one ending with er. The second one is er, such as comer, for instance, or vivir for the third group. Subject, we have on the left the pronouns, yes, personal pronouns, you, yo, tú, él, ella, usted, nosotros, nosotras, ellos, ellas, ustedes. And if you have to conjugate the verb hablar to the present tense, you have yo hablo, tú hablas, él, ella, usted habla, nosotros, nosotras hablamos, ellos, ellas, ustedes hablan. And following that, we are going to look at a verb from the second group of verbs. So that would be comer, so ending with er. And so at the beginning it's just the same. So yo como, tú comes, él, ella, usted come. So instead of a, you see that there is an e, so from the er. And nosotros, nosotras comemos, not comamos, but comemos because it's comer. And ellos, ellas, ustedes comen because it's comer. So you just put the n there. It's very logic and very easy, I guess. So for such regular verbs of the second group, I think everybody can do it. And the third group, and this time we have vivir as an example. So yo vivo, tú vives. So this is now a little bit different. So we don't say tú vivies, but tú vives. So the ending is a little bit different. Él, ella, usted vive. And however, we don't say vivemos, but vivimos. Vivir, vivimos. And finally, ellos, ellas, ustedes viven. So ask for directions. I guess for the verbs, the third group is a little bit more tricky because you have like es and then you use the I and so on. But ask for directions. Perdón, excuse me, perdón. ¿Dónde está la estación de tren? ¿Dónde está la estación de tren? So where is donde está? So where is the train station? La estación está cerca del hotel. El hotel está lejos de la parada del autobús. So parada it's a stop. So el hotel está lejos. Lejos it's far from the bus stop. Yeah. Notice how the bus stop is said in Spanish. So parada del autobús. Parada del autobús. Whereas in English we just use the adjective bus and we make bus stop. Nosotros estamos al lado. Al lado is next del café. So all this is to talk about directions and location. So if you look from the very first phrase, you will see, perdón, ¿dónde está la estación? So where is the station? So, and the answer is cerca, close to. So cerca del hotel. And el hotel está lejos. So far de la. So lejos de o lejos del, depending on the gender of the noun following it. So nosotros estamos al lado. This is also another way to talk about the location. So al lado is next, al lado del café, and el hotel está a la derecha. So this is now to the right. So a la derecha o a la izquierda. A la izquierda is to the left. So you have to know. El hotel, ¿dónde está? ¿Está a la derecha o a la izquierda? A la derecha. So that's how you ask for direction. I know that derecho means straight or recto. Yeah, straight. Here is a tip. ¿Dónde estás? You already saw how estar can be used to describe temporary conditions. You can also use estar to talk about the location of places, objects, or people. So you already saw how estar can be used to describe temporary conditions. You can also use estar to talk about the locations of places, objects. So yeah, that's the verb estar. We have seen the verb ser. Once again, as a reminder, in Spanish there are two verbs to be. So ser and estar, and by now I guess you understand that estar is used to talk about locations and places, objects, and so on. So or temporary conditions. Nosotras estamos en el parque. Parque is the park, so where are they? ¿Dónde están las mujeres? Las mujeres están en el parque. El hospital está en la ciudad. ¿Dónde está el hospital? El hospital está en la ciudad, in the city. All right, so there are even more. There are even more things, more tips and so on. You have al and del. So these are prepositions. Not only prepositions, it's like a combination of prepositions and articles. So in Spanish, we never say de el. So instead, these words are combined together into del. Estamos cerca de el café, so del café ahora. Yes, so cerca is close. We are close, not close, but close. You know, in English you have close and close. Close means near, but close means close, like not open. So close. They are close to the cafe now. Similarly, A and L are always combined together into al, and we see this here. So quiero ir al aeropuerto en la mañana. So I want to go to the airport in the morning. Al aeropuerto, al aeropuerto. Why al aeropuerto? Because quiero ir a el aeropuerto. So al aeropuerto. So here you have it, and let's look a little bit further. So, but de and a don't combine with los, with la, los, and las. So only these two. So el and el. So yeah. So de el becomes del. A and L becomes al. The rest, they stay the same, separated, you know. And examples are estamos cerca de la calle. Calle is a street. Yes, we are close to the street. ¿Por qué no quieres ir a los parques? So, why don't you want to go to the parks? So, a los parques. So, since it's plural, you don't combine the preposition with the article. Well, guys, we still have about 7 minutes, and we should use these minutes wisely. So we're going to start revising Unit 13 guidebook, and let's do it. Explore grammar tips and key phrases for this unit. Talk about free time. So free time is when you're on vacation, on holidays, and so on. And the first phrase we have is nosotras queremos unas vacaciones. We want some vacation. Basically, that's what it says. But nosotras, so it means that we are females. Yes, we are females because nosotras. Otherwise, it would be nosotros. Queremos, so querer is to want, the infinitive verb. So queremos, nosotras, nosotros queremos. That was the first example. And the second one is Renato y yo queremos caminar en la playa. En la playa, on the beach. La playa, el mar, it's the sea. Yeah, it's the sea. But la playa is a beach. So if you want to walk, caminar, that's how you say it, to walk. Renato y yo, so Renato and me, and I, sorry. Big mistake to say and me. So my apologies. Renato and I want to walk to the beach. So yo quiero caminar con mi perro. Perro. Yeah. I want to walk with my dog. Yo quiero caminar con mi perro. Nosotros siempre leemos en las vacaciones. So we always, siempre, read on vacation, en las vacaciones. Really good. So ellos comen con amigos los fines de semana. So this is fines de semana is el fine de semana means the weekend, but los fines de semana, so on the weekends, yeah. They eat, ellos comen con amigos, with friends, los fines de semana. Qué bueno, how good it is, yes. Right, so everything is quite simple here. It's just about so what you do in your free time on vacations and so on. We want this, we want that. So we saw a lot of queremos, quiero. So the verb querer, to want, and yeah, really good. So now there is a tip. So stem changing verbs. In some Spanish verbs, the middle vowel changes. Exactly. So we have seen the three groups. So hablar, comer, and vivir. So AR, ER, and IR. How to conjugate the verbs. So now the stem changing in some verbs can surprise you. So let's learn about it. For example, we say querer is to want. Querer.
Querer.
But yo quiero. So you can see that there is the IE instead of the E, and él quiere. Yeah. So these are the so-called E to IE verbs, but watch out. The E doesn't change in the nosotros and nosotras form. So let's see the whole conjugation. Yo quiero, tú quieres, ella, él, usted quiere, nosotros, nosotras queremos. So it now you have the original stem of the verb. So queremos, quiere, and then mos. Ellos, ellas, ustedes quieren. You put the I in front of the E once again. So again, so this is so-called E to EI, E to IE verbs. Well, there is another verb that is just like that. It's tener, to have. So you said, well, tener is a little bit more different. So let's not get people confused about, I won't talk about it. So that was a good example. Let's learn one thing at a time. Okay, guys, so let's proceed because we still have 2 minutes. Time is ticking. So key phrases describe activities. Nosotros trabajamos en casa. We work at home. So nosotros trabajamos en una oficina. Trabajamos en casa. Trabajamos en una oficina. But it's all about trabajar. Trabajar is to work. You can work at home, en casa, o en una oficina, so in an office. Tú escribes bien en español. Tú escribes bien, so escribir. Tú is the third group, so you say tú escribes, yeah. Escribir, escribes. Ustedes aprenden italiano. So ustedes aprenden italiano.
¿Ustedes aprenden italiano?
It's a question. So, are you learning Italian? ¿Ustedes aprenden italiano? Sí. Aprendemos italiano. Aprender. So, aprender is the second group, yeah. Él quiere aprender italiano. So, he wants to learn Italian. Perfect. So we're almost at the end, and I see there are not so many things to see. So tip, happy endings, the basic form of verbs is called an infinitive. We know that. For example, hablar, to speak, comer, to eat, and escribir, to write, are all infinitives. Spanish have three verb groups and verbs ending in AR, ER, and IR. So these are the ending patterns for each groups. So we have already seen that, but we're just gonna give it another try, another go. So yo hablo, tú hablas, él, ella, usted habla, nosotros, nosotras hablamos, ellos, ellas, ustedes hablan. And for the verb comer, from the second group, we have yo como, tú comes, ella, él, usted come, nosotros, nosotras comemos, and ellos, ellas, ustedes comen. Now, finally, we have the third group. So the verb is escribir. Yo escribo, tú escribes, él, ella, usted escribe, nosotros, nosotras escribimos, and ellos, ellas, ustedes escriben.
Escribo.
Notice that the B for escribir is pronounced like a V all the time. So that's how it is. Sometimes the B can be pronounced as a V. So we don't say escribo, but escribo. Alright, guys, I really hope that this revision helped you a lot. So we've done a lot today, and four more I think guidebooks in total. So we stop here at unit 13. Next time we will do unit 14, express preferences, describe your routine, and so on. So guys, muchas gracias para todos por sus apoyos. So for your support. Please give it a like if you find this video useful. You will find it on my channel in the Spanish language learning playlist. So you can have a look there. You will find all the other videos that I made. And please consider to subscribe if you like what I'm doing and if this is keeping you motivated to learn the Spanish language. So you won't miss out on any new video. You can also find us on Facebook because I created a page dedicated to Spanish language learning with Duolingo. It's called aunet.spanish. So aunet.spanish. Alright, guys, so you can also follow me there. Thanks again, and nos vemos. Adiós, amigos.